Well, I just want to post a comment about what I've been seeing the last few months, if not the last couple of years. To me, it seems like punishment is starting to equal money with the government. That's why there's so many people that are getting charged for murder or even just second-degree murder are being out in 15 to 20 years max. The only reason why they're doing this is because simply they just don't want to spend any money putting people in jail for many, many years. See, it's not them that's paying for it, it's us taxpayers that are paying for it. All of our tax dollars are going toward government funding institutions such as jails, crack houses, detoxes, even nut houses. They're all being governmentally funded by us taxpayers. Now, I'm not saying the whole amount does go into it. I will make a correction. Actually, a portion of all of our tax dollars are being put into this. So it's not really them who should be worrying about the money, it's us. Now, as us, as taxpayers, we should be granted the opportunity to be able to decide partially what punishment goes with what crime. Now, just listen to a video on Global News about a man who had been drinking and driving, and he lost control of his vehicle and killed 2 other people that were in that vehicle, and he survived. Now the thing is he only getting 5 years in prison. Not only that, but he is only being suspended from his license for 15 years. As far as what I see is they're not trying to crack down on drunk driving at all. It seems like the only reason why they're cracking down is so that they can make more money. That's what the government is about. They seem to gain more money each time a person makes a mistake, such as if a person goes over speed limit, they get charged money. If they illegally park, they get charged money. See, the thing is, some of these people make so much money, they don't seem to care. They are very ignorant about the law. They figure, well, I have all this money, I can just do whatever I want, and I'll just be fine, and I can get away with it. Coming from a guy who doesn't have very much money and did a stupid thing behind the wheel, and I'm going to admit it, I did have a DUI charge behind the wheel. Now the thing is I'm not going to complain about the fact that I don't have my license right now because I don't deserve it. However, it seems as though money is the issue. If you have money, you can get off of a crime very easily. If you don't have money, it's going to take you a long time to get back on your feet. People who have been charged with the same offense on the same year as me, who make more money than I do, are behind the wheel again and could potentially be driving drunk again. People like me who have never had a criminal record, who was actually, this is my first offense, learned from it and now wants the chance to prove myself again. Whether or not I have to have a machine in my vehicle for a period of 1 year or maybe even several years, I'll do whatever it takes to prove myself. I'm also thinking about becoming an activist with MAD, Mothers Against Drunk Driving, so that I can show my appreciation for these people who are trying to stop drunk driving, and I would like to be a part of that one day. But the point of my video is just to demonstrate, not to demonstrate, but to illustrate as to why punishment does not ever equal the crime, because of the fact that the government wants to take in as much money as possible for people's mistakes. That's why most people are not in jail for a lengthy period of time. I don't know what you guys think out there, but to me, I find as though that this is what is going on with this world these days, is that partially the government doesn't care about whether or not people get killed or not. They only care about the money that they're taking in for the people's deaths. Now, I don't know if this is going to raise any big concern or big thing here, but I mean, this is what YouTube is all about. It's all about your own opinions, your own views on things. You're entitled to your own opinion, and throughout the Constitution, the First Amendment is the freedom of speech, thus enlisting all of your rights and responsibilities as a Canadian citizen came into a place. All I can say is that I just wish that the government would think more about punishment to equal the crime more. Maybe, I don't know, rehabilitating these people for the rest of their life, or placing these people in jail for the rest of their life. I mean, as for us, we are people that sit there and say, you know what, you want to kill somebody, you should at least spend the rest of your life in prison. You know what, tell you the truth, I'd rather put my tax dollars into keeping those people into jail, even though they're getting 3 square meals a day and they're still getting their cable and all that stuff, and they're enjoying their life in jail. It doesn't really matter to me. As long as they are out of society, that's all that matters. So really, it should be us taxpayers that should have the right to decide if people should spend the rest of their life in prison for killing a person or not. Yeah, granted, some people may learn their lesson from what they did wrong, and they might have a change of heart, but the thing is, that's up to professionals to decide. It's up to them to decide whether or not they are able to go back on the street. I mean, let's talk about these murderers out there who the psychologists say they're sick, you know, they have a sick mind. I mean, it's their job to decide whether or not these people should be back on the street or not, you know. That's pretty much all I have to say about this. I mean, it's been stuck in my mind for a lengthy period of time, and I just feel as though that it's time that I say something about it, and hope and pray that there's people out there who will like this video and will and I feel free to leave your comments, good or bad. I can retract any statements that I've said in this video that you may not like, or might be stepping over boundaries. But as far as I'm concerned, I think I've hit the nail right on the head. And in summary, punishment does not fit the crime. Punishment equals money. Money for who? Money for the government. That's why, you know, it's just so sad. It's so sad that, you know, money is more of an issue than the safety of others out in this world. Just crazy. And I think these laws should change, and I think that's what one of the questions should be arose when it comes to elections is, are you going to make the punishment fit the crime from now on? Are you going to worry more about the money, or are you going to worry more about putting these people away? It's us taxpayers that are paying for these people to be in jail. So, therefore, we should decide what punishment should fit what crime. Thank you.